got $1 in a dream. Yeah, I got $1 in a dream. Real.
And we are live on the Do Something Amazing show on kpcradio.com. I'm your host, Ayo. It's a beautiful day in LA today, and I got a dope guest today. His name is Hillel, and he has a very compelling story that I think a lot of people would appreciate, and he is definitely a true hero in speaking out on this cause. Hillel, how you doing today?
I'm good, Ayo. How are you?
Man, I cannot complain. So, Hillel, introduce yourself, my man, to the people, to the world.
My name is Hillel Wasserman. What I do with a certain percentage of my free time is go out and speak in middle schools and high schools and colleges like Pierce, universities, church groups, civic groups about my life with H.I.V. I went to college here in town at UCLA, as a matter of fact, and that was back in the 70s. And yes, the 70s were every bit as wild as you heard they were. And I don't think there was anything I really missed out on when I was in school. But it wasn't long after I graduated that we began to hear about this strange cancer that was going around. There were guys that were showing up at the gym that looked like walking skeletons. People were getting together for funerals more often than they were getting together for brunch. Now, I was hardly that popular, but like I said, I did manage to get around a little bit. And when Rock Hudson, who was a big movie star, died of this disease, I thought, you know what, I better go get myself tested. I'm not that special. So that's when I went to my doctor. Results were very positively conclusive. And that was a hard thing. Like I said, I didn't expect, no one expected when you got a diagnosis like that you would live for more than 6 months. When I was young, I was between my 30th and 31st birthday, which may not seem young to a lot of people, but believe me, it is. At first, I felt compelled to tell my parents right away. Although we did keep it a secret from my brother and sister. I'm the oldest of 3 kids, and I somehow didn't want them to be hurt, by all of this.
How did that affect your relationship with your brother and sister?
Well, it didn't really have much impact on my relationship with them until about 8 years later when I got really sick and I actually had to come clean to them and tell them exactly what was going on. And man, if it was hard telling my parents, it was nothing next to having to tell them. They just felt cheated and disappointed that I didn't love them enough to tell them what was going on with me. And the truth is, I came to understand that, in fact, I was cheating myself too. Life doesn't come with an instruction book, Ayo. We make the best choices that we can given the information that we have. And in my life, that takes the form of trying to spare other people's feelings. The human condition is pain. We're all in pain of some kind, right? But we man ourselves up and we suit up in whatever our armor is, and our iPhones and our Gucci purses, and we go out in the world and we act all hard and tough, so that, nobody knows how much we're all hurting inside.
As humans, we all experience pain, but the pain doesn't go away unless you speak about it, unless you talk about it, because that person that you look beside you, that you think, man, this person will never connect me, that person probably can relate and have empathy for you because they probably either went through the same thing or know about somebody that went through the same thing.
Just talking, sort of takes the edge off this big scary thing and makes it more human. And it's in those moments, in those talks that begin about death that in fact end up being about life and end up being about living. Because that's really what it comes down to in the end, Like I said, you have a choice. Are you going to have a good day or are you going to have a great day?
How important is it for kids to get tested today?
Knowing what we know, it is easier than ever to prevent those kinds of transmissions. And testing is really the key in all of it. Like I said, it's more than just simple knowledge here. And most testing is available free and anonymously and confidentially. Your name is attached to it. Nobody knows you're taking the test. Nobody knows what the results are. Nobody knows anything but you, right?
All this knowledge that we have now with the testing, with all the outlets, as young people and anybody, we have to start taking initiative and go out and doing these things because the cure is within.
I've got HIV, but it doesn't have me, right? It's not, like I said, and it's not the most interesting thing about me. It's not the first thing that enters the room before I do. But once I'm in that room, once I'm there and there's an opportunity, why not talk about it,
I encourage all my young people to go out and get tested because it's truly doing something amazing. It's doing something for the world and for our future. Hillel, like I said, man, much props to you. Appreciate you coming on the show. This is the Do Something Amazing show. I am your host, Ayo. Peace and love.
I'm kicking back, feeling good on a Friday. Ain't letting all the bullshit get in my way.